The Zika virus was first discovered in the Zika forest in Uganda and is now suspected of being the cause of abnormally small heads in Brazilian babies and Guillain-Barré syndrome, a dangerous autoimmune dysfunction. The Aedes mosquito, a vector for dengue and chikungunya, is able to transmit the Zika virus, which was first isolated from a rhesus macaque monkey in 1947. It is known to cause symptoms like fever, rash, joint pain, or conjunctivitis, but the illness is usually mild and 1 in 5 people infected with the virus will fall sick. Margaret Chan, the Director General of the World Health Organization, issued a statement saying that the Zika virus was
spreading explosively
and
the level of alarm is extremely high.
Furthermore, she was quoted saying,
"A causal relationship between Zika virus infection and birth malformations and neurological syndromes has not yet been established." This is a very important point, but it is strongly suspected.
As such, there isn't much evidence pointing to babies having small heads, a condition called microcephaly, and the Zika virus. This hasn't stopped the media from pushing the possibility of an all-out epidemic despite lack of substantial evidence. Even though the virus has been around for some time now, appearing in the year 1969 in our own backyard. In fact, Malaysians are advised to take measures ranging from postponing travel to 24 countries in the Americas, protecting themselves against mosquito bites, and destroying Aedes mosquito breeding grounds. According to Professor Dr. Sazali Abu Bakar, the World Health Organization's Collaborating Center for Arbovirus Reference and Research Director, the size of an outbreak possibly amplified the otherwise rare occurrence of microcephaly. El Salvador has advised women to delay pregnancy until 2018, while Brazil has acted more drastically, with over 200,000 soldiers being sent to spread awareness of the Zika virus on February 13th, and Brazilian President Dilma Rousseff calling for war on the Zika-carrying mosquitoes and authorizing health officials to enter private properties by force if necessary in an effort to control the spread of the virus. While the active response taken by the respective governments show that there is heightened awareness of the previously unheard of virus, the numbers do not seem to warrant such action. Global Post ran an article titled "The Sketchy Numbers Behind Brazil's Zika Crisis," citing a report by the journal Nature, which concluded that the apparent spike in babies with small heads is probably due to active search and overdiagnosis. It turns out that out of the 4,000 cases of suspected microcephaly, Brazil has confirmed 270 actual cases since October 2015. A bulletin from Brazil's health ministry states that only 6 of the country's reported cases of microcephaly are related to the Zika virus. Furthermore, 462 of the suspected microcephaly cases have been discarded, so cases are being discarded at almost twice the rate they're being confirmed. The article closes with this sentence: "There is not enough accurate data yet to show that there is something the global public, or specifically expecting mothers in Latin America, should be panicking about." The World Health Organization has called the situation a global health emergency. This will be the 4th time the World Health Organization declared such an emergency, with the previous 3 times being the outbreak of swine flu or H1N1 in 2009, the apparent resurgence of polio in 2014, and Ebola later the same year. As there is no known cure, pharmaceutical companies are already working on a vaccine to the Zika virus, whether or not it spreads out of control. A sexually transmitted case has been reported in the US and is yet to be proven. Brazil has allowed this year's Rio Olympics to go on despite the risks. Already, speculations about genetically modified mosquitoes created by British company Ocytec, funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, spreading the Zika virus, and the Tdap vaccine causing microcephaly instead of the virus have surfaced, the former originating from a Reddit post, while the latter from a blog. Although both theories present compelling evidence, they do not seem to hold much water, for the moment at least. The conspiratorial side of the argument also raises the question of the ownership of the Zika virus, with what appears to be a patent of the Zika virus from ATCC, a company that touted itself as the premier global biological materials resource and standards organization. The depositor of the virus, it seems, is the Rockefeller Foundation. With so much hype surrounding the Zika virus, the recent swine flu cases in Russia barely get any media coverage. If we ever learn anything after all the buzz over the Zika virus has died down, it has to be the fact that the media would go out of their way to make a big fuss over something so small that it has to be viewed under an electron microscope. Augustine Tan, The Merdeka Reports.